Hi guys, this is Derek with Kasdorf Construction. I'm doing another video called Debunking the Perfect Reality. And I've been thinking a lot about this. You know, we've been in business for a short time, but I've been around customers, I've been around clients. And the one thing is, I feel like what brings stuff to where it butts ahead is just basically expectations. And if they're not properly communicated or there's not a transparency and honesty, I feel like there's some issues that arise from that. So I want to talk about three main issues that can help debunk a perfect reality. The first one, when it comes to construction, is the perfect weather. And what does that mean? Well, most of you guys know, a couple weeks ago, we had a massive storm come through, Hurricane Michael, that devastated most of the west side of Florida, and even Tallahassee got hit by it. And living in a state like Florida, there's so many different variables that play in that. You got hurricanes, you got storms, you got rain, and all that stuff can cause minimal flooding to massive flooding. So how do you prevent that? Really, guys, there's really not much you can do about that except proper communication. You can't control the weather, neither the client nor the contractor. So what it boils down to is proper communication and letting clients know. And also clients talking to contractors as well. You know, a lot of times, especially when storms come through, contractors get overwhelmed with the amount of work that needs to be taken care of. So it's just proper communication that forms really from a good relationship. The second thing is what it boils down to is perfect scheduling. So what does that mean? Well, perfect scheduling is really a struggle, basically based off of the perfect weather. I mean, when you've got issues that arise, you're going to have scheduling that basically changes, and it changes drastically. And so, prime example, when Michael came through, Hurricane Michael, it caused a ripple effect through all of the contractor schedulings, especially my subs. So they got pushed back from one job, they pushed back mine, but there's not much we could do about it. And one of the things that I've realized too when it comes to scheduling is there's so many outside forces that cause scheduling to change. And one of that's the weather that we talked about. Another is just personal stuff. I mean, sometimes guys get sick, their kids get sick, they go on vacation. And some of the stuff can be planned, hopefully in time where you know, but some of the stuff just comes sporadically. And you've got to be able to basically communicate that properly with the client. And sometimes the client has stuff that comes up where you won't have access to the house, or you can't get answers from them because they're out of touch. So one of the things when it comes to scheduling is you will always have delays, but proper communication can prevent that. And that's one thing I'm learning. You know, I have a lot of great clients, and the one thing I feel like I can always work on as a contractor and business owner and leader is better communication. And you can do that through a software. We use Co-Construct, and Co-Construct is an amazing software. One of the ways that we use it to get better at is using it through their messaging system and talking and uploading files and asking them questions, because you can always go back to that software. And the final thing that I want to talk about is perfect labor per se. What does that mean, perfect labor? Well, the construction industry is really what makes construction work is the subcontractors and the men that run it, from the laborers all the way to the project managers and everybody in between and the business owners. But the thing that we've realized is we have a shortage of labor. I just got done reading an article from Mr. Kessler from Kessler Construction and Mr. Barton from Barton Construction. And these guys are amazing builders, and they posted an article on the Tallahassee Builders Association's Facebook page, TBA. And the one thing that really stuck out to me when Mr. Kessler said something was that his average framing contractor's age is 57 years old. Now, I am 34 years old, and my dad is 56, and he has 5 grandkids. So if you think about that in perspective, we have older guys with more experience, majority of the time, working, but it's going to cause labor to increase. We're not going to have as much manpower. So what would take, literally, I said this in the article, it would take 3 to 4 months to build a house. It literally is going to take 6 to 8 months. So the delays come, the scheduling comes, then you add weather, and then it just boils to a boiling point where people get impatient, they get frustrated. So what does it mean to debunk a perfect reality? It honestly just boils down to the reality that there is no perfect job. And as a contractor, the best thing that we can do is be honest, even when it's painful, even when it hurts, and communicate upfront as best as we can. And what does it mean from the client's perspective? To have patience. I ask you please to have patience. We sometimes won't communicate the best way because we're overwhelmed. But ask questions. We want to answer them for you. And if the contractor gets frustrated, then that's on him, because this is a big investment for you guys. So what I want to help do in this video is debunk the perfect reality that there really is not one. And communication is the key. Thank you.